Hello guys, and welcome back to Boss Recap. In our last episode, we explored a world devastated by a mysterious fog that wiped out most civilizations, leaving Daxia as humanity's last stronghold. At the center of it all is Lin Qiye, a blind young man with an extraordinary secret. As a child, Lin Qiye fell from his roof after witnessing a six-winged celestial entity near the moon. This tragic accident left him physically blind, but granted him an extraordinary perception of the world. Now, years later, he lives a modest life with his aunt and brother, suppressing his questions about his strange abilities and recurring dreams of a place called the Asylum of the Gods. Things took a dramatic turn when monstrous creatures called ghost masks attacked his city. Cornered and outmatched, Lin Qiye's dormant divine power awakened, revealing his connection to the Archangel Michael and enabling him to fight back. With his newfound abilities, Lin Qiye has drawn the attention of the Night Watchers, an elite group fighting supernatural threats, and finds himself pulled into the mystery of the fog and the truth about the Asylum of the Gods. His journey to uncover the secrets of his past and the fate of the world has just begun. If you missed this exciting first part, make sure to check out the playlist or click the link in the description to catch up. All right, without further ado, let's dive straight into the next part of the story. In this episode, we're taken to a mysterious and eerie location, the Church of the Ancient God. This old, dilapidated church is the headquarters of a shadowy organization, shrouded in secrecy and fanatical in their beliefs. They revere the existence of mythological gods, treating these ancient deities with an almost obsessive devotion. Their rituals, strange artifacts, and enigmatic leaders hint at their connection to the supernatural forces that loom over the world. Could this group hold the key to the mysteries of the fog, the ghost masks, or even Lin Qiye's powers? Or are their beliefs a dangerous illusion? The Church of the Ancient God is more than just a cult. It's a chilling piece of the puzzle in this dark, mythical world. Let's uncover their secrets as the story unfolds. In the gathering, one of them said that there was a new God agent who had been born. He is an agent of the King of Michael. Because his strength will be very useful in this organization, a goal is made to bring the divine agent, aka Lin Qiye, to the place alive. Elsewhere, a Coca-Cola drink driver is seen delivering goods somewhere. But in fact, what he is carrying is not some kind of soft drink, but dozens of horrible human predator creatures. This is Ghost Mask. Young Ji, who saw his brother coming home too late, asked if he was okay, especially since he didn't come home with his cane. After answering that he was fine, Lin Qiye immediately went inside and closed the door tightly with the excuse that he was very tired on his first day of school. Young Jin could smell the blood coming from his brother's body, and young Jin clearly sensed that Lin Qiye was covering up something. Lin Qiye was so tired that he slept while sitting right behind the door, and again he entered into a similar dream, the Asylum of God. But it was different from before, because this time around the main large gate of the building could be opened, allowing Lin Qiye to enter. Upon entering the courtyard of the magnificent building, Lin immediately noticed its striking resemblance to the mental hospital where he had once been treated. From the architecture to the arrangement of facilities, everything felt eerily familiar. This unexpected similarity sparked Lin's curiosity, compelling him to delve deeper into the mysteries waiting inside. However, among all the rooms, there was one with a door marked by a crescent moon symbol, one of the few doors that Lin could open. Intrigued, he stepped inside. The room had an ethereal glow, and sitting gracefully on a bench was a stunning woman, dressed like a fairy from a dream. Her serene presence filled the space, and the moment her gaze met Lin's, he instinctively knew. She wasn't just a woman. She was a goddess. As Lin Qiye stepped one foot into the room, glowing lines began to form intricate patterns across the ceiling, converging into a mesmerizing design. This triggered the appearance of a mission notification. He was tasked with helping the goddess Nyx overcome her mental illness. The mission came with clear progress milestones: 1%, 50%, and 100%. At each stage, Lin Qiye would be rewarded with various skills, each randomly bestowed by the goddess herself. In Greek mythology, Lin Qiye was already familiar with the significance of Nyx, also known as the goddess of the night. Revered as a primordial deity, Nyx was said to be the mother of many gods. Lin Qiye approached the silent goddess, greeting her softly. Suddenly, her eyes flickered with surprise and curiosity, as if awakening from a long slumber. With a sad expression, the goddess looked at Lin Qiye and softly said she had finally found her child, moving in for a hug. Lin Qiye, who had never known his parents, briefly wondered, could Nyx really be his mother? But it was all a misunderstanding. Instead of hugging him, she embraced the decorative ear behind him, mistaking it for her son. It was clear now. The mission board wasn't lying. The goddess of the night truly had a mental illness. Meanwhile, the Night Watchers gathered to discuss Mr. Zhao's decision to let go of the divine agent. Lin Qiye had left to retrieve his school bag but never returned, as students rarely skip school. The next day, Mr. Zhao also went to school to meet Lin Qiye, leading to a hilarious incident. While trying to calm down a crying little boy, Mr. Zhao inadvertently let his target pass by unnoticed. As usual, Lin Qiye was navigating his daily life, but now he was also dedicating time to studying books on psychiatry and psychology, hoping to aid the goddess Nyx in her recovery. He even consulted with a doctor about Nyx's condition, referring to her as a friend struggling with mental illness. Meanwhile, Mr. Zhao was still unable to locate Lin Qiye, relying only on an unflattering caricature drawn by the students, which made the search even more challenging. Lin Qiye discovered that the goddess Nyx was deeply mentally traumatized, rejecting reality and seeking refuge in her imagination. To help her, he realized he needed to uncover the source of her trauma and provide dual treatment through medication and counseling. Back at the Asylum of the Gods, Lin Qiye watched as a doctor administered sedatives to the goddess Nyx. She appeared calm, cradling an object she considered her son. In a soothing voice, she said that her son's older brother would surely return soon. The god she referred to was Thantus, who had left and still hadn't returned after 3,000 years. It was at this moment that Lin Qiye discovered that Dadas was one of the causes of Nyx's mental disorder. Gently, he hugged the sorrowful goddess, calling her mother and assuring her that she had returned. In this moment, Lin Qiye embraced the role of Dadas, as he had never experienced the warmth of a mother's affection. As golden teardrops fell onto Lin Qiye's shoulders, a notification appeared, informing him that the progress of the medical mission had risen to 3%. This achievement fulfilled the requirement for him to randomly obtain one of Goddess Nyx's abilities, determined by the roulette.
3. 已满足奖励获取条件，治疗进度3%，开始随机抽取克斯神和能力。
After spinning the roulette, the needle stopped at the Starry Night Dancer skill. The name sounded strange, but the ability had a marvelous effect. When night fell, Lin Qiye would experience a 5-fold increase in speed, strength, endurance, and toughness. Now he was putting those abilities to the test by parkouring through the city.
恢复能力均为平时的5倍，力量、耐久5倍。你对其他生物的威慑力更强。在黑夜中，你还拥有隐藏其他夜行动物交流。
3.
成为独一无二的我，在黑夜中。
In addition to his impressive boosts at night, Lin Qiye gained the ability to communicate with nocturnal animals like bats and night butterflies. This skill proved helpful when he needed information. Even though it could only be used at night, it was amazing. And Lin Qiye continued to parkour through the city with a joyful smile. Inside the Asylum of the Gods, 6 different deities resided in their respective rooms. If Lin Qiye could heal them all, he would gain access to their skills, even if only partially. The pressing question now was when he could unlock the second door, marked with a golden crown symbol representing one of the Chinese gods. A bat appeared to deliver crucial information to Lin Qiye that he couldn't afford to miss. Meanwhile, a Coca-Cola driver briefly stepped behind the reeds. In the heavy goods warehouse area, Lin Qiye followed the bat, which guided him to a Coca-Cola truck, hinting at something unusual inside. As he heard noises from within, Lin Qiye realized they came from a large number of ghost masks. Not long after, the driver returned and paused upon seeing Lin Qiye picking up a piece of metal from the container. He referred to Lin Qiye as the Night Watcher. Hearing this title, Lin Qiye felt a surge of curiosity, wondering what being called the Night Watcher truly meant. Coincidentally, the back door of the truck was broken open by the ghost masks, and dozens of monsters immediately scattered in various directions. Ambushed by a group of ghost masks, Lin Qiye faced the driver attacking him from behind, wielding a purplish magic stick. However, with his newfound superpowers, Lin Qiye easily used the monsters to block the driver's attacks. Even while being ganged up on, Lin Qiye effortlessly defeated the ghost masks using only an iron rod. In the end, Lin Qiye managed to defeat the monstrous creatures and render the driver unconscious. Though curious about the title Night Watcher, he decided to leave the scene to avoid further trouble. While parkouring, he stepped on a broken part of a building and unexpectedly fell into the arms of Mr. Jiao, who had been searching for him all day. Mr. Jiao took Lin Qiye to a nightlife location where they could talk privately, lighting a Marlboro cigarette as he got straight to the point. He asked if Lin Qiye had seen the Archangel Michael, why the angel was looking for him, and what the angel had given him. Before answering, Lin Qiye confirmed whether gods existed in this world, and Mr. Jiao affirmed that they did, though not all gods were present. He explained that the mysterious fog had first appeared in 1920, turning Daxia into a desolate region by 1922. The surviving humans had made their first observation of a mythological creature, the Dragon of Chaos, Leviathan, Lord of the Seas. Since then, humans had also observed mythological deities like Archangel Michael, code number 003, who once split a volcano with his sword. Another angel, Lucifer, was shackled in chains with code number 004. Over the years, they had observed more than 100 gods from various mythologies. But the gods of Daxia, China, remained elusive. The Night Watchers believed the disappearance of the Chinese gods was linked to the fog engulfing the earth. Recently, it was confirmed that the gods from Western mythology would begin to fight the gods from China. After a pause, Lin Qiye asked Mr. Jiao if he was mentally ill. Meanwhile, in the previous area, the driver regained consciousness, naked and bound, in front of the leader of the Night Watchers. It was revealed that the boy responsible for the massacre, now littered with monster bodies, looked like a student, none other than Lin Qiye. And that marks the end of this thrilling episode. Thank you so much for watching until now. I truly appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more epic recaps. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video. Bye.